Hey, and welcome to the Phi Theta Kappa orientation session. My name is Anthony Cornett. I'm the advisor for the Xi Pi chapter, the chapter that you have been invited to, on the Winter Haven campus. Our chapter also includes Lake Wales and the Clear Springs campuses. For those of you who don't know what Phi Theta Kappa is, and maybe you just received the invitation, we are a honor society that was founded for two-year community colleges. And we were founded in 1918. So we are nearing our 100th anniversary. The Xi Pi chapter, the chapter to which you've been invited, has been on the Winter Haven campus for nearly 50 years. I believe it'll be 50 years next year. So we are a very established honor society, and so we're here to tell you a little bit about us. So one of the places I'll recommend that you go to is to go to youtube.com and then go to the Phi Theta Kappa. I think it's called PTK TV on YouTube. And we'll go to that link and watch the introductory video. And there are some other interesting videos on this YouTube page as well. So please feel free to go and explore. We also will have our YouTube page filled with videos for our chapter.
I was told that I could never afford a college education.
I was told I would never leave my hometown.
I wouldn't fit in.
No one in our family goes to college.
I was told I wasn't smart enough.
I would never amount to anything.
But because of Phi Theta Kappa,
Because of Phi Theta Kappa.
Phi Theta Kappa.
Phi Theta Kappa. Because of Phi Theta Kappa.
I've traveled to regional and international events and met students from all over the world.
I found a place where it's good to be smart.
I have inspired my children to pursue a college degree.
I'm connected with a network of students I would have never met otherwise.
I'm part of an elite community of scholars.
I will graduate with a degree debt-free and can transfer to a school I never thought possible.
I'm a leader at my college and in my community.
So that's just a short little introductory video. One of the other videos I would highly recommend that you watch, if I can find it, you watch about what we do at, they call Nerd Nation, which is our international meeting. As well as on here there are videos that describe for about 8 minutes long, give or take 9 minutes long, about what Phi Theta Kappa is and why it's important. And other things about videos about how successful our members are and so on. Most of these videos that you see here, all these was told videos, these are all international officers for the organization. We are an international organization. We have chapters located in over a dozen countries outside of the United States, including Germany, Scotland, Saudi Arabia, many countries in Asia, all the Pacific Island nations, and the British Virgin Islands and Peru. So, pictures, whoops. So, what exactly do you get as a benefit? Well, you get some smaller things here, like your Golden Key membership pin. You'll see most of our members on campus wearing their pin. You will get a membership certificate, a membership ID card, and a seal put on your diploma stating that you're a part of Phi Theta Kappa. Your transcripts will be notarized that you are a member of Phi Theta Kappa, so that way when you go to transfer to your four-year institution, the people at your four-year institution, the people who approve transfers, will see that you're a member. And believe it or not, most colleges understand what that means when they see that Phi Theta Kappa logo on your transcripts. They understand that that means that you're an excellent student and that you have been working with our organization, and we especially like to do things related to service to our community and our college and learning leadership skills. You'll have the opportunity to wear our distinctive graduation regalia. You can also earn it for free. If you purchase it, you can purchase it from ptk.org, which is the international headquarters website. And if you can earn it, you can also earn it through a series of activities and being a very active member of our chapter. You get nominated for the National Dean's List every year as a member of Phi Theta Kappa, and you get letters of recommendation from your advisor, from myself. There's an asterisk there. I need to be able to write something about you. So, in order for me to write something about you, you need to be an active member. You need to participate. There is no measure in the chapter for how much activity you have to do. Some people participate a little, some people participate a lot. But in order for me to have material to write about, I need to know who you are. Every year, especially around April, May, I'll get emails from students asking for letters of recommendation, and sometimes my response is quite literally, who are you? Because they've never shown up at a meeting, they've never shown up at an event, they've never taken a class with me, and but they want me to recommend them to receive money for their activity. So please understand that I need to be able to know who you are in order for me to write you a letter of recommendation. If I do know you, I will write you an excellent letter of recommendation. Some of my officers have received 3-page single-space letters of recommendation simply because I had so much to write about. And you'll want those letters of recommendation for all the scholarship opportunities that Phi Theta Kappans are afforded. More than $50 million in scholarships are dedicated to Phi Theta Kappa members only. Almost every major college and university offers a Phi Theta Kappa scholarship. And this includes places like Harvard and Cornell, Columbia, UPenn, and so on. One of the other places that gets scholarships is a place called collegefish.org. Now you'll often probably see around campus posters for College Fish. You'll hear our members probably having info sessions on College Fish. College Fish was initially a Phi Theta Kappa initiative, so only members were there. Now it has opened up to general students as well as Phi Theta Kappa members, but more than half the scholarships on the website are still for Phi Theta Kappa members only. The short version of what it is. We like to call it the eHarmony for scholarships. So you go on this website and you fill out a very detailed application. The application will take you probably upwards of 40 minutes to fill out. It's like you fill it out when you register, so it's like any other website that you make a registration for. This application will detail quite literally everything about you, especially if you do not know which college you want to transfer to. Many people often pick the college that's local to them. They'll just say, oh, I'm going to USF because I'm going to USF, because it's nearby. But there are so many scholarship opportunities out there. For example, one of my former presidents has received 7 or 8 times from, that means either emails, phone calls, or physical letters from Columbia, because they desperately want her to come. So the way College Fish works, it also works kind of like, so like we said, it's kind of like eHarmony, where they match you up to scholarships that are in the database. So if you qualify for a scholarship, you can, during the sign-up process, you'll select how often you want to be notified. Do you want to be notified daily, weekly, monthly, of when new scholarships come available? So when a new scholarship comes available, you'll receive a notification, plus you receive a anything that you have to fill out in the scholarship that you've already filled out in the application automatically gets filled in for you. So the only thing you then have to do is fill out anything that may be extra, which usually means like an essay. On top of that, if you don't know what college you want to go to, it also works kind of like the job searching websites Monster, where you'll put your resume online and other organizations read your resume, and they will contact you through monster.com. And they have to pay into Monster in order to access those resumes. And College Fish works the same way, where colleges will pay for access to College Fish because they know that for the most part, only high-end students like Phi Theta Kappas will be on there, and it helps them acquire students that may be an ideal fit for their college. So we'll definitely talk more about College Fish, and I try and get every single one of my members to at least sign up for College Fish, even if you know where you're going, simply for the scholarship opportunities. Every month, ptk.org also issues a $500 monthly scholarship just for signing in. So if you sign in monthly to our international organization's website, you'll be eligible automatically. Other scholarships open up as well, and this is a list of all these scholarships. So all of these are fairly prestigious scholarships. Some of them are smaller value, $1,500 to $2,000. Some of them are up to $30,000. Most of these scholarships are found in what we call the common applications. So in the fall there's a common application, mostly designed for students who are transferring, and in the spring there's a common application, mostly designed for students who are staying at their community college. These common applications are one gigantic application for usually between 8 and 10 scholarships. When you fill out the common application, you will generally only win one. But if you win multiple scholarships, they will give you the scholarship with the highest dollar value that you won. Especially for things like, it's very prestigious to win a Geisweit or a Jack Kent Cooke Foundation scholarship. I've had winners of most of these scholarships in these categories, except for a Jack Kent Cooke. We have other benefits, especially if you're a writer. So the Nota Bene Honors Anthology is a nationally circulated academic journal. It's filled with both creative writing and professional writing. So if you are a writer, whether you are a creative writer or let's say you're a science major and you have professional writing, that you can submit for publication in multiple categories. You don't have to submit once, you can submit multiple times. You are paid for your publication. The payment varies depending on how many things you get accepted and how large those things are. And so you may win $20, you may win $100, but they award over for each item. That is, and so they award over $3,000 annually for the publication, and you get to add it to your resume as a professional publication. It is not one of those publications where you, like the Who's Who, where you pay $25 and your name gets published. In this case, this is a professional publication where you will be paid for your work. The USA Today Case Study Challenge is something I always try and encourage my members to do as well. So, especially if you have a class that requires a very large research paper, you can kill two birds with one stone. You can do the Case Study Challenge as part of your course. So the way it works, you get 4 case studies that are published. You need to pick 4 articles from USA Today, not the online paper, the physical paper, the tangible paper. You'll use those articles as the inspiration for your scholarly research. So you'll combine the USA Today articles with peer-reviewed papers and make a scholarly article. The 4 best case studies will be published on the USA Today website, and you will be awarded $500 for your research. We have lots of partners that we work with. Phi Theta Kappa is sort of embedded among many businesses. The benefits that you get from some of these vary. So for example, there's a Bank of America credit card for Phi Theta Kappans only that offers you a lower interest rate. Dell offers you, I think it's 10% off or 8% off, and Nova offers you 15% off computers. You have to buy them from their computers and tablets. You have to buy them from their website, but then if you're trying to get like no interest financing, most of the time the Dell and Lenovo will have no interest financing on their website in addition to the discount. Princeton Review publishes books for test reviews. So whether it's the MCAT, the GREs for grad school, SATs, whatever, The Princeton Review will offer you a large discount if you order your materials through them. Geico offers you, I think, up to 8% off your car insurance. So the partners also will rotate out. So depending on the best deal that Phi Theta Kappa as an organization can get for their members. So check the website. If you go to ptk.org, you'll find most of this information on the website as well, whoever our current partners are and what the benefits are. So getting into Phi Theta Kappa based on academic performance. If you have not known, you have to have a 12 credit hours accomplished in college and have achieved a 3.5 GPA in order to be accepted into our ranks. However, once you're in, I don't try and make you smarter. We are an honor society, but you're already smart. What I like to do is develop you as an individual. And we'll do that through participation in activities. And you don't have to participate, but if you do, it will expand your experience, and you'll probably make friends that you'll make for life. I was a member from 97 to 99 at the Valencia East chapter, Alpha Gamma Omega. The very first phone call I ever made when I became a 2-year college professor was to the advisor on my campus at the time, and I joined as an advisor the chapter at my college. What kind of activities do? We do a large variety of activities. On this website, on our YouTube page, you'll see videos for Honors in Action, for College Project. These are projects that are designated by our international headquarters as a priority for our chapters. We also like to do fun things. We'll do fellowship events. We'll do fundraisers. And I especially like to concentrate on developing leaders and leadership activities. You know, there is a thing called an All Florida Academic Team, and then the winners of that go to the All USA Academic Team. The All USA Academic Team is the top 20 students in the nation. Almost every year, almost half of those top 20 students have only about a 3.5, 3.6 GPA. You may go, they all have 4.0s. No, they don't. But they have an exceptional resume. Exceptional. Filled with leadership activities, development, award-winning organizations. One of my former officers is an engineering student at USF. And he told his advisor told him, because he had a perfect 4.0, he said, usually that is a red flag. It means you're an exceptional student. But it often means that you lack in other areas of development. But my former officer, Slade, when he showed him his resume, he showed him several years as an officer for Phi Theta Kappa. And he realized that, his advisor realized that he was a well-rounded individual. He had the grades, and he had the leadership skills that he needed to run his engineering lab. So the more that you participate with us, I promise the more you'll get out of this. We have meetings about every 3 weeks or so. The meeting times vary. On our PAL page, which I'll sign you up for when you guys join, you'll see a meeting times form. I also will send it out. It's also on our Facebook page, and I will send it out at the beginning of each term. That meeting times form, you will block in the times in which you are available for a meeting, and then we formulate all that information, and we set 2 meeting times, usually one on a Monday or Wednesday, and usually one on a Tuesday or Thursday, so we can try and capture you when you're on campus. And we will set the times for when it's as convenient to as many members as possible. So we're not going to be able to please everybody, but we certainly try. We'll have meetings more frequently if we're very busy, or less frequently if we are sort of in a downtime. We do have regional meetings. We have a regional mini honors in the middle of the summer. We have a regional leadership meeting, and we have our regional awards meeting, which is usually in February. At these meetings, we will have classes on leadership and the hallmarks of Phi Theta Kappa, which are scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. as well as fellowship, especially fellowship time when the meetings are over with fellow Phi Theta Kappas from around the Florida region. And then we do have international travel, which is, okay, it's rarely international, it's usually in the United States, but we have our international convention, which varies as to where its location is. In 2016, it's going to be in Baltimore. In 2017, I don't know where it's at. In 2018, it's going to be in Orlando. So we travel to that as well, and we travel to a honors institute in the summertime. Both of those are very expensive trips, and travel in any case in the chapter is determined by your level of activity that you have committed to the chapter. Because our budgets are limited, especially the fundraising activities are vital, so we tend to base travel around those who participate with us the most. If you become a leader, and we have 7 officer positions, if you become a leader with our chapter, you will be sort of thrust to the front. As you can see here, this is my officer team from 2 years ago, talking to the college's administration, including Dr. Eileen Holden, the college president, all of her vice presidents, all of her directors, and so on. And so we usually have meetings with them, the president leading, and the vice president of leadership, and usually the vice president of scholarship, discussing different plans that the chapter may have for the upcoming year, and soliciting advice from the administration on things they would like us to see. We also have regional chapter offices. Currently, we are the regional awards chapter, and we have been the regional awards chapter for something like 6 of the past 7 years. We also have international officers. When I showed you the YouTube page, I had said, see the I was told, and you see all of those people on there. Most of those are our international officer team. Phi Theta Kappa is such a large organization, we are divided up into 4 divisions. Division 1 roughly encompasses New England and the Northeast. Division 2, our division, encompasses the Southeast, usually from around the Carolinas all the way around to Texas. Florida and Texas are the 2 largest regions. We have Division 3, which includes the Midwest, and Division 4, which includes the West Coast. The international chapters are associated with whatever division is located closest to them. So, for example, in our division, Division 2, we have the British Virgin Islands, and we have our chapter in Peru, or chapters in Peru. If you wish to run for an international officer position, it is very difficult, but it's highly rewarding. I led one of my former presidents. She finished second, trying to run for the vice president for Division 2 position. This was about 2 or 3 years ago. And even though it was a difficult run, she found it to be one of the most rewarding experiences of her life. Like I said, to get in, you need to have a 3.5 cumulative GPA. That's a college level GPA. 12 credit hours completed of an associate's degree, and once you are in, all you have to do is maintain a minimum 3.0 grade point average. So to join us, there is a link in the email, or you can go to ptk.org. On the front page of ptk.org, you'll see an accept membership option. If you click on that link, it'll take you to another screen. Now at the bottom of that screen, you'll see a blank spot. It'll say to type your code in there, and the code is also located in the email that I sent you. Type that code in, click enter, and once you're in, it'll ask you other questions like what's your approximate GPA, when do you expect to graduate, what's your major, things like that. In order to receive those scholarship offers, you have to have that information in there because they need to know what you qualify for. As well as a current email address. Make sure that the email address that you give Phi Theta Kappa is the one that you wish to receive correspondence to. It does not have to be your Polk. It can be your personal if you want. But there's only room for one email, and that's going to be the one that you actually want to receive emails to. And that's the one I am going to get for the one that you wish to receive emails to. There's also an $80 one-time membership fee. 60 of that goes to the international headquarters. Remember, we are a not-for-profit, so that is how we run all of the events, well, effectively worldwide. $2 goes to the Florida region, and $18 actually goes to your chapter. When you become a member, after about a week or so, once I get all the members for the week that join, I'll send an email out, and I'll definitely arrange for times, if we haven't met before, for you to come meet me, meet some of the officer team, and to receive your chapter shirt. If you see us walking around campus, do not hesitate to talk to us. Especially on Wednesdays, you can't miss us. We always wear our chapter shirts on Wednesday. It is a bright gold, about as bright as that golden key there. And you'll see 2 or 3 of us sort of walking together at any given time. So you'll just see these big gold and blue shirts. The induction ceremony dates and times are going to be in that letter as well, and you'll receive more correspondence from me as the time for the induction ceremony gets closer. However, you don't have to wait until the induction ceremony to begin participating. If you join us now, please start participating with us. Join our Facebook page. I'll enter you into the PAL page. Start coming to events and meetings. We'll catch you up to speed. Don't feel awkward at all. Most of the officers I have are very, very welcoming people, and they welcome new people with open arms. So the direct link to our Facebook page is there, and like I said, I am Anthony Cornett. I am your advisor, and the campuses we cover include Winter Haven, Lake Wales, and Clear Springs. So join us and come participate with the almost 100-year-old, the oldest honor society for community colleges in the world.